All right, hey everyone. My name is Jake Ayala. I am the Director of Business Development here at Club Caddie, and also head of our emerging simulator market. We launched in spring of 2022. Something that really kind of caught my eye when it came to Club Caddie was there was really about three things that really just stood out to me. And one was that it was cloud-based as opposed to being server-based. That was something that I had always worked with in the past, was having a server take up an entire room, never being able to work off property. So that was one thing that just caught my eye immediately. The second thing was having a true all-in-one ecosystem, everything being able to be managed within one system. And if there was any kind of integration needed, a bi-directional communication, meaning that both technologies are communicating easily with each other, was something that I see in the B2B world often that I didn't see as much in the golf industry. So things were moving forward at that point for me. The third thing that I really noticed was just the flexibility in the technology and it being able to scale with any business, club or pro shop. So today I'm going to be going over the activities module. As you can see, I have the day highlighted here. There's a couple different things going on the screen that I'll kind of walk you through. It's very easy to be set up to whatever user is looking at. So if I only wanted to monitor my simulators, I can take out the lesson bays here for both Stu, myself, and our batting cages, really condensing the screen to the user and only showing them what they need to see. I'll go ahead and enable those really quickly again. Now, a few things you'll notice right off the bat. There's a couple green reservations here. If I hover over that, you'll see some quick notes that would be nice for somebody behind the screen. Whether they've checked in or not would be green. So green means that they're checked in. This $sign right here will show that they're fully paid for. And again, hovering over this, you'll be able to see where that booking source came in from and what the total amount is for that. So green means checked in. Orange obviously means not checked in, but I could still hover over that and see if they have fully paid or where that booking source came in from. Another thing you might notice are a couple different shaded areas. Those are different blocks that we have set up in the system. We've noticed that there's really two reasons that you might want to block off time in the tee sheet. So one might be if you have, let's say league practice, or, you want to make sure that it's walk-ups only. We had a couple blocks up here set up, so I can go ahead and click whatever time I need. No online reservations block will go ahead and appear, and I can give a reason for anything that I need. Now, if we want to go ahead and take that off, simply right-clicking it can go ahead and delete it. So that's one way how to block. The other way is quite simple, as you saw as well. We can go ahead and block off all activities, meaning that the user itself and online reservations will not be able to reserve that time. So we can do that as well. And we can make these repeat on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, whatever sees fit. Another thing that we have here at Club Caddie is we've noticed that there's really three ways to reserve a tee time at a simulator. So the first way would be somebody calls in, or maybe you have somebody walk up, without a tee time. You can take the phone call, go ahead and set some time aside. Right-clicking here, you can add an activity. Let's say Rory McIlroy's coming into town. He wants to play. So he's already been at our club before. We can go ahead and see that he has no PGA, or he has no membership here with the club, but he is a PGA member, so he'll be comped. We can go ahead and entitle him to that. Send him an email confirmation or a text. We can toggle those on or off, hit reserve, and he's there. Now I can also delete that as well very easily by clicking up the X up top. Something that's pretty unique, especially for those walk-up situations, is if we go ahead and hit reserve, I'll go ahead and do Rory again. Go ahead and easily push this over to our point of sale system by clicking check in. And you'll notice that it pushes us right over to a tab that we've created for Rory. So really easy setup there for anybody working behind the scenes to easily get them in and out or right into their bay. I'm going to go back into our activities module. So another way that we might want to block off or communicate something to the staff would be to add some instructions. So hypothetically, we have a simulator here set up for Jason and his friends. Let's say they might have accidentally put a hole in the screen, so we need to repair that screen. So in order to do that, we'll go ahead and put something right here. You can go ahead and add instructions if you need to. Now this won't create any blocks on the tee sheet, but it would be a good way to relay information to the staff if need be. So in that same situation, this is a neat little thing that I've seen that just really seems to help people on the fly. Let's say that screen repair takes a little bit longer than we anticipated. We have a reservation on that bay 3 coming right up after that. I can easily just go ahead and click on this reservation, drag it over to the next available bay, and now I have as much time as I need to go ahead and get that screen repaired. I can edit that. I can go ahead and move it, maybe to the next hour if I need to, and you'll see that extend. So as you can see, today I have this set up for a simulator business. At the same point, we have batting cages that are there as well. Now, let's say Little League practice is coming in now every Tuesday for the next foreseeable future or next couple weeks. I can go ahead and repeat this block for every Tuesday that comes up, for as many occurrences. Let's say maybe it's 10 weeks in a row, and this will go ahead and repeat for us on our schedule, and we don't have to worry about blocking that off. Now, as I mentioned before, this was set up for a simulator today. For businesses that are looking to grow and find additional revenue streams and new activities for their membership, I'll show you a really quick way to go ahead and add a new activity type here. We can easily click on our settings tab, go to Activity Center. Now let's say we have a new billiards room, and we're going to go ahead and attach it to whatever account that we need to. Charge no sales tax. We're going to go ahead and make this available online as well. We're going to set a 14-day booking window and a 7-day booking window online, and we're going to allow 5 guests a day on that. Now quickly right here, we'll go ahead and see that the system has already put our billiards room available. We're going to put pool table 1. I hope we're going to have a little bit more pool tables. We'll hit save. Now, a quick thing that you want to notice here is, let's say that we have an outside contractor coming in to teach billiard lessons. I'm going to go ahead and attach them with our instructor notifications. I can add their email in here so that anytime somebody reserves the billiards room, I'll go ahead and get an email notification telling me that somebody has reserved a lesson with me. So I'll go ahead and hit save. And that's saved in there. Now we're going to go ahead really quickly here and make a rack rate for that lesson. So we're going to do billiard lesson. We're going to charge $30 for 30 minutes here. And we're going to make sure that that's only for the billiards room. So whenever anybody reserves the billiards room for that lesson, they'll be charging that $30 for 30-minute durations. We can choose how many days of the week that we need to. So maybe I'm not here Sundays and Saturdays. And as a contractor, maybe my contract is up at the end of the year. I can set this time to be available only for when I need it to be available during my schedule, or I can go ahead and set it to be available all the way throughout the day. And moving forward here, confirming the same booking windows that we had before. I'll go ahead and hit add. Now really quickly, I'll jump back into activities and you'll see just how quickly that made our new activity for us. And again, we can go ahead, reserve it here if we need to. The system will automatically know to charge $90 for an hour and a half lesson, whereas it would normally charge $30 for a 30-minute lesson. Now the last thing I'm going to go over here are 2 things actually. I'll pull up our online tee sheet for what the customer would be able to see. Now this is a customer-facing look of what we have. Hitting refresh, you'll see that the billiards room will pop up here now. And this is also accessible from our member portal. Now this is the third and final way of going through and booking a reservation. And this is a really neat way to also see how the system interacts by our emails. So I click that I want to reserve something today, maybe at 4 o'clock, and it knows that I'm a member here. So it's going to go ahead and find whatever aggregate that it can going throughout the bays. I want to book a membership 60 minutes. I can add whatever notes I want to add in there. Maybe I'm bringing my family with me. Oops. And you'll be able to see it added my new reservation here at 4:30. One last thing for you guys as I wrap up, putting in policies are really easy to do. Go ahead and hit your activity policies. This is something that's really important for cancellation, arrival times, rental clubs, maybe outside food and beverage or BYOB. You can go ahead and add this here and will automatically update onto your online experience for when they are reserving. So that's the activities module here in a nutshell, and that's it.